We can see that there is a huge issue here with kids with disability when they are growing up and having no future after finishing elementary or high school, because our labor market is not open for them, so they don't have opportunity to be part of that work market or to be a respectful member of the society. In that situation, of course, it's always a problem what to do with these kids when they finish their education, and we figure out that something should be done, because there are some things that might contribute to their real inclusion in the society, and social entrepreneurship is also one of the keys that we think that might be good.
So with those problems in mind, we started to create a project that was suitable for EIT Food, which is a fund from the European Union. We looked at how we could continue with some things. In this case, it was the skills that the young people who had already learned at school, and combined it with some other things that the school were doing. So for example, they have a cooperative where they produce different products, and they need a few people to help with the creating and the production of those products, which is what we did through the energy bars, with the crackers that they're making, but we also added some other products such as the teas and the herbs. We thought about having some other cooking classes for them. We looked at how we could reach out to the public as well to make sure more people knew about the project. And finally, we wanted to think about the most important thing, which is the sustainability of the project, which we did in partnership with the University of Split in coming up with a business plan. One of the main goals by putting together all of these elements was to look at how we could improve and increase the employability of these young people in whatever way that would be. But of course, we wanted to kick all of this off with a lot of fun, which is why we looked at engaging with Udruga Shkmer.
So one of the activities that we had was with the chefs of the Mediterranean cuisine in Split, and they organized working and cooking workshops for kids, and they were learning how to be more independent in their everyday work and how to be able to calculate the prices of the things that they need to buy and to prepare meals for themselves.
So now they knew how to cook loads of great things. We reintroduced them to some of the products that we mentioned earlier, because actually coming up with a way of producing these things was a way of us in the future developing an income source that could potentially fund the project going forward. The products focused in the beginning around taste and smell, and here in the Mediterranean we have a whole range of wonderful herbs and spices that we can grow almost year round, cut, dry, and hopefully sell on the market, as well as some of the other innovative projects and products that we worked with before at the school, including the energy bars. But of course, when you've got products, you've got to get them out to the wider public, which is why we also looked at some dissemination events.
It's a picnic that we organized 3 times in the Dudanov Park in Kastel Kambelovac. And there we showed, it was like a showcase of all the things that kids or young adults can do and what they did in the project, and to get those problems and issues that we are facing as parents to a wider community, so that we can see that there is no exclusion and there are no prejudice about that they can be also part of the community and enjoy the same things like the other kids.
We never saw this as a project of sorts. We always saw it as a long-term solution.
What we did here really is a baby step, and we saw that those kids proved to be very valuable and that they can contribute in a lot of activities.
And right now we're in the steps of agreeing a lease with the city of Kastela, bringing in another project partner and looking at how we can create a store and a cafe where locals can come and enjoy a specialty coffee, where we can engage more people with disabilities in a variety of roles, whether that's actually working in the cafe and selling the goods there, or producing them elsewhere, or growing them in a greenhouse. And fingers crossed we can get everything together, move things forward in the way that we want, so that in the future FAVA isn't just, for now, the second phase, but actually a product that you can find in the stores, in other restaurants, in other cafes up and down the Dalmatian coast.